Plaintiffs Cynthia Littré and her husband Jeffrey say Jeffrey has had 5 knee surgeries, so they wanted to get a hot tub to help ease Jeffrey's pain. Jeffrey says they purchased a hot tub from the defendant, but 2 weeks later, it broke down, so they're suing to get their money back. Defendant Jacob Schneider was diagnosed with cancer in 2017, and as a result, he had to quit his teaching job and started rehabbing old hot tubs. Jacob insists it's the plaintiff's fault that the hot tub broke down, and he's countersuing for the cost of a hot tub.
Start with you all.
Sir, when I was about 21 years old, I had the first of about 5 different knee surgeries.
From what? Athletics or?
The first one, yes, sir. Martial arts, when I was a kid.
Okay, got it.
Tore cartilage, torn ligaments, all kinds of good stuff. I was told then that I had like the knee of a 40-year-old when I was 21. Arthritis runs in the family. Since I've gotten older, I've put on more weight, which causes more stress on your knees, of course.
Can't get any more knee surgeries? How does that go? Is there a maximum number you can get?
Actually, next year I'll probably be getting 2 replacements.
Wow.
They'll be both getting replaced.
You've never had replacements before?
No, sir.
Just surgery?
Just different surgeries for tears and things of that nature.
And that'll be it, though, right?
I hope so.
Nothing, I'm saying, even if something went wrong, there's nothing else you can do other than another replacement?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm trying to understand. I'm getting old now, so I need to start understanding these things. Knees not hurting yet, but back is. It will. All right. And, ma'am, do you want to give some background on anything here?
Basically, he's missed out on family events like zoo and stuff like that, and that was the purpose of getting the hot tub. We heard it would help ease the pain and the muscles.
That's what we're here for, the hot tub. All right, does he miss out on family events, you say?
Basically, we like to hike, go to zoos, stuff like that. He gets tired out easily.
All right.
So.
And you all purchased a hot tub from the defendant, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Plaintiffs Cynthia Littré and her husband Jeffrey purchased a hot tub from the defendant, but they're suing to get their money back because it broke down 2 weeks after they got it.
Let me hear some background from you, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. In December 2017, I kind of had a life-changing event. I was diagnosed with cancer at 37 years old, or 38 I had just turned. I was a chef at the culinary school in St. Louis. And with my treatments, I couldn't be a teacher anymore. So I kind of went back to, I had learned in my early 20s, I worked for a company repairing hot tubs. And I saw all these hot tubs on Facebook and Craigslist that were for free, and I decided that's how I was going to try to make some money since I couldn't have a job while I was going through my therapies. So I was picking them up and flipping them.
Okay, how's that worked out for you? That's since December 17?
Yeah, I'm no longer doing that. I am in remission. I went into remission this past December. The treatments worked, no surgery or anything. And,
so why aren't you selling hot tubs anymore?
No, sir, I'm not.
Why not?
Why? Because it's hard to
run you out of business. Let me hear from you, sir. How'd you run him out of business? What happened?
No, I found him on Facebook and looked at his seller rating. He had a great seller rating.
When?
This would have been, I believe, late September, early October of 2018.
All right. You looked him up on Facebook, and then what?
Yes, sir. He had an ad on Facebook that he was selling the hot tub, so I called and talked to him about it. Got pictures of the tub he was selling, and like I said, he had great recommendations and all that. He had a contract online that I went to, and it had it had a 6-month warranty and hookup and delivery and all that good stuff with the price. So entered into that contract with him, sent them half up front, and I can't remember if it was PayPal or another.
Half as in how much?
$750, sir.
Okay.
And then the other $750 was I paid him on delivery, and I paid that in cash.
Okay. And what happened? Why are you suing him over it?
He brought the hot tub out. He hooked it all up, and it worked for about 2 weeks, and it quit working. I called him up. He did come out and try to repair it several times. After, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 times coming out, he brought a different tub out and hooked it up instead.
Well, first let me ask about what
Yes,
you believe to be the cause of the problem with the first hot tub. In particular, you operated it for 2 or 4 weeks?
2 weeks, sir.
2 weeks. So
It's
how
not
did it operate for 2 weeks, and what did you see occur?
I had leaks. It was leaking, and then the heater stopped working. And like I said, he came out 4 or 5 different times to work on it.
Was anything discussed about the problem?
I talked to him when he showed up. Yeah, you know,
What did he say? He believed.
he said he was
going to.
he would take care of it.
But you all didn't discuss what the cause might have been?
I believe the first time it was the heater was bad.
No, we discussed it.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
from
we did
him,
discuss
sir.
it.
When I came out, sir, what had originally happened was I was inspecting it and I was looking, there was a pressure heat sensor. It basically turned the heater on, but whenever it would kick on and off so that it didn't obviously just heat completely like all the time, you know, it would come to boiling, that had burnt out. And while we were sitting there, he had mentioned that the week before, the day that it had stopped, they were working on their porch. They were remodeling or doing something to their back deck. And they had plugged something in and it threw the breakers. And when he turned those breakers back on, he told me that the tub never came back on.
Sir, that's
You
not
tell him
true.
that?
No, sir.
Yes,
The
absolutely.
tub is a 220 volt tub. Anything on my back porch would have been 110.
So
That's
you
two
think it's
separate
because
circuits.
because all the electricity went off and
Well, no,
came
sir.
back on?
No, sir. It's because he is right. It was a 220 volt tub, but Mr. Latre is an HVAC guy, but he ran the electricity to it. He's not an electrician, but yes.
So you don't install it as part of your agreement?
The electricity?
No, the actual hot tub.
Yes, no,
And
I
don't you
absolutely
make
did.
sure the electricity is working?
I absolutely no,
And can't it withstand a
no, sir.
blackout?
I don't because I'm not an electrician, and I recommend that an electrician, a licensed electrician, run the electricity from the 220 from the house to the hot tub.
So before you leave,
Yes, sir.
they don't know whether it works or not.
No, I absolutely. The electrician runs the power before it's there, and then I hook it up to the box.
That's what I'm saying. Okay,
Absolutely,
so
sir.
you hook it up to the box.
Yes, sir.
And you conclude that it's working.
Yes, sir.
But then suddenly, when the circuit breaker goes off and on, which happens all the time,
Yes,
the hot tub never works again?
At some point, if there's power spikes.
Okay, so
that can
yeah, you
happen,
bought
sir.
a faulty hot tub. If the circuit breaker goes off and the hot tub no longer works and you've paid $1,500, I see why you're here. Next time, make sure you buy a hot tub where if the circuit breaker goes off, like it does in so many households so often, mine probably every 3 to 6 months, circuit breaker goes off. Thank God all of my utilities still operate when we turn the breaker back on. Your other utilities operate, right?
Yes, sir.
That's not the hot tub.
No, sir.
Good enough.
Plaintiffs Cynthia Latre and her husband Jeffrey purchased a hot tub from the defendant, but they're suing to get their money back because it broke down 2 weeks after they got it.
Tell me about the second one you had to get.
So he brought the second one out, which is actually a bigger and nicer tub, be honest. It had never worked properly. We've never been in it, never been able to use it at all.
And when you got back to him on that, what did he say?
Again, he came right out, probably a dozen times. Most of the times it was, I'll be there 8 o'clock a.m. and he'd show up at 7, 8 o'clock that night.
What do you mean, a dozen times for the
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
same repair?
It never worked. It would heat
And
one
he
day.
tried 12 times or nearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Excuse after excuse.
And like I said, when he would show up, it would be like almost dark. He'd show up with a flashlight and, you know, borrow my tools to work on it with half the time.
Borrow your tool.
Yes, sir.
Got a wrench?
All right, sir. And I got the $1,500. You want your money back for what you regard as a faulty hot tub, and then the $500. The balance
Yes, sir.
is for.
I've still got this thing in my backyard that I have to get rid of, that I need somebody to come pick it up, and getting a hot tub hauled off is not cheap.
Got it.
And since the last time he left, it was filled with water, and he took the board out of it, and then it froze because it was wintertime. The pipes are busted. I can't see anybody even wanting to take the
Sir,
hot tub.
let me hear from you on why you shouldn't give them their money back.
To start with, sir, this contract that we have in front of us on the first hot tub, we didn't get into. It's our legal contract that he was talking of. He has never signed it still to this day.
Let's see it. All right.
That's my
Oh,
job.
sorry, sir.
got
I
that.
apologize.
All right.
He does hot tubs.
Yeah, you never signed it?
Yes, sir. He has never signed it to this day.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Well, this is an easy case. You didn't have a contract. And since you didn't have a contract, you put people right in the same place they were, and that means he has $1,500 without a hot tub, and he has the second hot tub removed from his property for $500.
Yes,
that puts him where he was before. That means he gets $2,000 and you get nothing but the hot tubs. Defaultiness. Your counterclaim is dismissed. Have a good day. Here's your contract.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm very happy with the outcome. It's what's right.